Vancouver, they clean house. Travis Green is out. Jim Benning, the GM, is out. Does this feel 2 weeks too late, 3 weeks too late? What do you make of it? What do you make of Boudreau coming in as the head coach?
Well, like in a vacuum, Boudreau makes a lot of sense. Like, he's a guy who, wherever he has gone, he has won. He's won with like a skilled team and offense. He's won with defense. He's won with superstars. He's won without superstars. He is one of the best regular season coaches in the history of the NHL. He always wins. So if you want to get a new coach bump with a guy who's got experience and has a lot of winning under his belt, it makes sense to go get Bruce Boudreau. What doesn't make sense, though, to me, is not him in a vacuum, because he doesn't work in a vacuum. He works for an organization who just also fired the general manager. And generally speaking, if you're going to replace the GM should get to pick the coach. The coach works for that GM, so you don't want to hire the coach and then force him onto the GM. That's the part that doesn't make any sense. And the other part is, maybe this tells you where Vancouver's going. He has a 16-month contract.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how much he's supposed to be able to get done in 16 months. And if they're going to any kind of rebuild, then that's nothing, right? So they're kind of tells me they're going to kind of stay with the core and hope that he just makes them better.
Johnny, how does this whole transaction, who would have called Boudreau? Is like the owner calling him directly, or you fired the GM, which is kind of weird because the GM never likes a coach that he hasn't appointed. So how the hell do they get through this operation?
Bruce really wanted back into coaching, so he's probably going to be amenable to be a good team player and work however he is asked to work. But I guess it would be the owner, or I don't know, is it the Sedins who are like assistants to the owner? Is it Stan Smeal, who might be the interim? Like one of those executives who are not necessarily in hockey ops, because Jim Benning kind of ran all of that, would probably have talked about a coach, or maybe it's the GM that they want that they haven't hired yet. They had conversation with him, and for whatever reason he's not available. Whether it's
Johnny,
John
what an introduction to hockey if Aquilini said to Daniel and Henrik, "Welcome to the team. Go fire Jimmy Benning." Go fire
like
Jimmy Benning.
Moneyball. When Brad Pitt tells Jonah Hill to go fire the coach or whatever, they go on the road and fire a trade or send someone down, whatever he's supposed to tell him he's traded. Like, listen, welcome to this part of the job. You got to do it. And you'd like to think the Sedins kind of would float above all that, but if they're going to run a hockey team, that is going to be part of it. It just seems it may work out in the end, and the names may match up, but it seems a little backwards right now to get the coach first and not the GM.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But they've done everything backwards for 7 or 8 years.